Hello everyone, today I'm bringing a match for your viewing pleasure from a battle with a guy called Seven. They did have a very interesting team. When you look at it, Vileplume, Bellossom, Magcargo especially. Hell yeah, Magcargo. I love that guy. I really want to train a Magcargo, but they're just so bad. They lack any kind of sort of redeeming features. They have terrible typing, really slow. Its attack stats are really slow. The only thing is it's got a ridiculously high defense, but that doesn't matter when it's weak against fighting ground and all those sorts of things. But regardless, it started off with a Gloom Evolution showdown, but they switch out their Bellossom, quite rightly so, and I used Sludge Bomb. I could have used Sleep Powder. I was thinking he'd probably switch, but I didn't want to use Sleep Powder straight off the bat. But he switches into his Magcargo. I thought, hell yeah, awesome. But I decided to Sleep Powder it as I didn't really have a safe switch in at this moment in time. I bought like Yanmega with me, and I didn't really want it to set out like Stealth Rock if I had switched in like Ursaring. So I decided to keep in Vileplume. I just wanted to see how much Energy Ball would do. That Sludge Bomb did quite a lot, even though it wasn't very effective. Energy Ball does like about half, and I was really surprised. I know Magcargo doesn't have the highest special defense, but I figured this one would, you know, be able to take Energy Ball a bit better, considering my Vileplume lacks, you know, much special attack, EV investment. I don't think he even has any. So I used Sludge Bomb this turn just in case he switched, and it takes down Magcargo, so that's one down. I figured here I'm going to get an overheat directed towards Vileplume, so I figured I'm just going to switch in and see what happens. But it criticals. It probably wouldn't have survived it anyway, but my Vileplume is trained in special defense. But yeah, coming off of Manectric, that probably wouldn't have survived regardless. And I wanted it to use overheat really, because then it put itself in a quite open position for me to send in my Ursaring, and then I could, you know, Swords Dance quite freely, as this Ursaring's quite bulky. Therefore, Manectric wouldn't be able to do much to me with its lower special attack after that overheat, which was great. So they switch into their final Pokemon, which is Bellossom. Not final Pokemon. No, yeah, it is their final Pokemon, but I'd already seen it, so yeah. I use Swords Dance, so I was expecting Bellossom to be faster here, and it in fact was, but all it does is set up Sunny Day. But that was quite useful in the grand scheme of things. I hadn't realised it was like a sort of Sunny Day team, but it must be. I use Return, it gets critical. I think it probably would have KO'd without the critical. I don't think Bellossom's got ridiculously high defense normally, and Ursaring after a Swords Dance is a complete and utter beast. So they send back in their Manectric. I knew an overheat was coming, but I knew Ursaring was the only one who could finish off that Manectric, so I sent in Yanmega as, you know, kind of like basically bait, and it does use overheat, and obviously it cooks poor Yanmega on a heat of about 200 degrees Celsius, and it kind of goes down, but it's kind of like weird. This is one of the battles where Yanmega actually didn't, with this team at least, that Yanmega wasn't like one of the key players, just, you know, just horrendously burned bait by the end of the battle. I send back in my my Ursaring, knowing that, you know, nothing that Manectric could do a huge amount of damage. That Thunderbolt does like nothing, which is great. So I just use Earthquake, and that easily finishes off Manectric. So that was pretty damn good. And so yeah, I was quite happy about the way that battle went. It was pretty fun. My opponent had a pretty cool as team. Hell yeah, Magcargo. And I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I will catch you next time.